KU. What's that feeling like as you enter March Madness?
Yeah, like you said, this is my third tournament. Obviously I missed it last year, but super happy to be back. I think, being here at Kansas, it's kind of just the standard. Being a 4 seed for a lot of schools would be, a great year and a great accomplishment. But for us, and this is probably, people have said it on Twitter, this is probably one of, Coach Self's, lowest seeds and one of his worst years record-wise. But, I think, we still have a really talented group. You can go down the roster of guys who have, either been great recruits coming out of high school or great college players or stuff like that. And so I think, we're all, really prepared to go out there and try to, play Kansas basketball, play for Coach Self and play for ourselves, and just try to win some games.
You stuck up for KJ on social media, K-Mac on social media. One, why did you feel the need to do that? But two, just how much is it going to hurt not having your brother out there, but then to try to be motivated more to play for him?
Yeah, because, people only see, the games and all that and what's kind of documented out there. They don't see, all the hard work they've put in behind the scenes. I can say that personally because, I've been doing rehab with him at the same times, 2 to 3 times a day for, hour plus each time. And he's been doing that for months on end now, just trying to get back for his teammates every week. And so we just wanted to, applaud him for that and make sure people know that, he's put in everything he's done everything he's willing or humanly able to do to try to get back for the team. It just hasn't worked out in his favor. And I think, a lot of guys are crushed for him just because, it's his last year, it's his last chance to play in the NCAA tournament. And, this is what guys sacrifice for the whole year, go through that whole long preseason grind, summer grind, regular season, conference season grind to be able to play in these games. And for him not to be able to play, I think we all feel really crushed for him. But we're going to try to play for him and try to win some games for him.
How are you feeling right now with the shoulder?
Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where I've gone from since, the Houston game to now. I feel like I've made big strides. For the most part, feeling really good, ready to go out there.
Did they have to pop it in, or what was the procedure?
Thankfully, when I was running back to the huddle, it kind of popped in itself. It shot back up into place, thankfully. So I didn't have to have, Mr. Cowgill over there put it back in for me.
How did you get hurt? Did that guy bump you?
Yeah, so I was going up for the rebound, and then his elbow came down, kind of just landed perfectly in the right spot for it to kind of dislocate.
That guy only played 2 minutes in the game, I think.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know. It was unfortunate, but, it happens in basketball.
Sanford is a team, I think their tallest guy is 6'7", but they run a lot. How do you feel about you guys matching up against a team that likes to run, likes to use a lot of depth, likes to press, and likes to shoot a lot of threes too?
Yeah, no, they have a couple big guys. Starting centers, I think 6'9", and then off the benches, I think 6'11", 7 foot, and obviously those are just my matchups. But like you said, they have a very deep group of team. They kind of sub in and out. They try to, make it a high-paced game with a lot of possessions. And so for us, I think it's more of just, making sure we play fast but not too fast. We don't want to play into their hands. We want to make sure we're taking great shots at the end of the day, taking care of the ball, and making sure, we're more successful than them on the offensive end and defensive end.
Last 2 games you played, not what anybody in Kansas would expect, especially with 20-point games. I know you were playing in one of them, but still, how much does that make this team be like, all right, we know we're better than this, and we can't wait to prove it? Yeah,
I think, especially the last game when, we were kind of short-handed out there and guys were trying their all. Guys are playing super hard and just, it didn't happen that day. Sometimes that happens in the game of basketball. You try really hard, you play really hard. Sometimes the basketball guards just aren't with you. You just don't hit the shots that, you've hit all season. And so for us, I think we're just going to try to rely on that confidence of, all the reps that we've put in throughout the season. Guys getting extra reps outside of practice, before and after. I think these guys are really eager to come out here and kind of prove, not people wrong, but, prove themselves right that all the work that they've put in is really going to pay off.
Do you try to do anything differently with Kevin out? Does your role change at all? You're already scoring and rebounding. Try to do it even more?
I don't think so. I think, whenever I've done that in the past, I feel like I'm more pressing when that kind of happens. I think, just letting the game come to me, especially being here, playing with this group of guys. Guys are really talented. Guys are able to make plays on their own. I don't have to try to force anything. I'm playing with a great point guard who was able to, kind of facilitate and get guys open by himself. So I don't think I need to do too much differently out there.
Is there anything different about playing in March Madness with Kansas on your chest?
I mean, I haven't done it yet, so I'm still excited for it. I'm eager to go out there and play for, not only myself and my teammates and my coaches, but for this great fan base as well. But it'll definitely be fun. I'm hoping for a good group of fans to show up and support us. I know Kansas travels really well, and so I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. And we're out there with a big group of fans that are willing to help root us on out there.
There have been years where you kind of cruised to the Big 12 championship, 1 overall seed. Could the success this year, a run in March, be sweeter because of the adversity that you guys have gone through?
Yeah, and I think that's kind of we've seen a couple of videos where whether it's like motivational videos or stuff like that as a team, and one of the quotes was the stuff that you go through, the setbacks, the adversity, the obstacles, all that stuff kind of makes that championship or, the wins in March for this instance just even more sweeter and even better. And so I think, guys are really out here. We all kind of know the obstacles that we've dealt with, the injuries, the setbacks and stuff like that. And so I think, we're like I said earlier, we're eager to go out there and try to make some noise this March.